Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deborah Amaechi, and seated with me is my friend, my very, very good friend. He came to my house and I just knew we've been reading this book together for how long?
Like 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. So I decided that let's share lessons from this particular book. So first you have to introduce yourself and you have to tell us the title of the book.
Alright, I am SADIQ champion ADEBAYO, and the title of the book we're going to be reviewing today is The Defining Decade, Why Your 20s Matters, and definitely how to make the best out of it. And the book is written by Meg Jay PhD. She's a clinical psychologist from the University of California.
Yeah, and the book is basically a collection of various experiences by Meg Jay, as Champion has rightly mentioned, and she basically shared particular stories from her clients. Our clients are majorly people in their 20s and all of that. Before
And
we
30s too.
and 30s, yes. Before we get into before we get into sharing the lessons we learned from the book, I'd just like to say this. Basically, the book for me stood out because in Nigeria, therapy is not so common, and at this phase of our life, it gets confusing if we'll be honest, and we really need guidance. So, like, the book was everything for me. So, Champion is going to be sharing his first lesson with us. Why we just go over and over, you know how we do it now. Just stay tuned, chat.
Alright, so the book is basically about 20 somethings, like it's trying to tell you that this is your life, because as you just like take it and leave it. Like Meg Jay gave us like very young. And first lesson I learned is that consequential experiences happen mostly in 20 somethings, and like what you do now determines like how like the next decade is going to be for you. And when you're 30, like everything is so stable and it slows down. So you need to do what you need to do like right now. Right now, you don't have to wait. Like 30 is not the time you have to start making your first million. You have to like planning. 30 is not when you need to plan the family you want to have. Like it is now. So consequential experiences happening now. Whatever you do has consequences. Like so.
Okay, for me, if you know me, you know I love love. So basically, one thing I learned from the book is you have to try to fall in love as early as possible, and then decide if you want to make a commitment early. Commitment means commitment to marriage, commitment to having kids, and all of that. Because scientifically proven, as it was also written in the book, that is either you get pregnant or start having kids in your 20 or risk childlessness. Yes. So for me, I remember after reading that book, I had to like really cancel myself out of situationships, and I was like, I'm going to be serious with my love life and all of that, because I don't want life growing on me. And that lesson I learned is inaction is also an action. Indecisiveness is also a decision on its own.
Yeah.
So no matter how long you wait, it doesn't. What's it called? No matter how long you wait, waiting is not a defining fact. It's not a defining factor to doing things better.
Something better, yeah. Like doing something later doesn't mean like doing it
better.
And also, the book is actually divided into like 3 parts. Talk about work, talk about love, like you mentioned, and the brain and the body.
Yeah.
So another lesson I picked up from the book is like the weak sides. Like weak sides are like people that are not so close to you. They're just not in your circle. So say some of us have circles. She's in my circle.
Okay.
And weak sides are people that actually like change the trajectory of your life the most. They're like people that like actually transform your life in ways that you can actually like
you cannot
imagine.
Yes.
And they come with this set of like, when you're with your strong ties with people like close with your friends, your family, you're chilled. Like okay, they understand why I'm not like getting in this. Like they understand why I don't want to get a job because of something. But when you have like your weak ties, like they bring this fire that comes, and they actually like give you the most connections. That's it.
So basically, what adding to that lesson, I learned to actually like deep into my weak ties. So friends of friends, and parents of friends, former bosses, all of those people who have met me, who have met some way,
Uber
like
driver.
Uber driver and all of that.
Network.
Calling them and asking them, what do you think about this? Is there an opening somewhere and all of that? Yes, and for me, another lesson the book taught me is urgency. Like, life is not waiting. This is not a rehearsal. Like, this is life happening. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait till the next 5 years before you like start doing something. Like, if you want to get married at 27, you shouldn't wait until like you're 26 before you start looking at the prospect of relationships and all of that. So if you want to get a BA, an MSc, if you want to lead a big corporation, then you should like start making plans for it like right now.
And while you're trying to figure out what you want to do, you have to like get some identity capital.
Yes, that's the biggest lesson in the book, the identity capital thing. Do you want to explain for that?
Just identity capital is like personal assets, like
you get out for
achievements
yourself.
you gather for yourself while like try like chase the course.
Yeah.
And like when you like if you want to like build a hobby, you don't have to like wait till you're like till it's easier. You just have to like do something now, like add value to yourself, like while trying to like push yourself. Like you can't experience this.
Yes, adding to that, basically one thing that's peculiar amongst 20 something is, you know, we were born with so much confidence. As parents raised us with confidence. We aced great exams in school and all of that. So we come out of college with so much possibility. Oh, I could be a broadcaster. Oh, I could be a PR executive. Oh, I could be this, I could be that. And you are those there, you are confused. When you try to measure it, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. What do I want to do? You don't know what to do, and then you feel like, oh, I'm just going to wait until I understand who I am before I pick a job. No, that's not how it works. So to fix identity crisis, you need to gather identity capital. So gathering identity capital is just trying that stuff. What you do, applying for that job, getting the job, acing your job, and all of those little experiences, little milestones help you gather identity capital. So while you are saying you are confused, if you want to get out of your confusion, please get to work, go to work. Yeah, I think that's basically all. Do you have any other things you want to say?
Yeah, and the brain, the body part, it says like the brain develops from like the bottom to the top, the front, the back, and like critical thinking develops like at the later part, and like pleasure and pain and everything like develops instantly. And you need to start exercising on your brain. You don't have to call your mom like
every time
to make a decision for you. Like you need to, because if you don't do that, you can't do that later.
Not just your mom, you know, some people actually call friends when it's time to make decisions. So basically, what this is saying is, what what that lesson is saying is, when you're going through a bad day, can you just calm down and like think for yourself first before you make a phone call to rant to somebody?
Because if you don't exercise your brain, if you don't like maturity, critical thinking, and all those things, they don't come with age. You don't. If it's not when you are 30, you begin to think for yourself. You have to like start thinking for yourself and start exercising your brain. Start exercising like doing stuff.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button because it's very, very important. I'll be dropping the all the descriptions you need to get the book. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Champion, for doing this.
And lastly, this book comes with like an urgency, and when you read this book, you relate to it. It's personal. You feel it personally. So I think it's a book everyone should read.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.